Are you looking to progress fast in Reverse 1999? Well, you've come to the right video. Welcome back to Corky Gachas, and in this video, I'm going to share you guys my personal tips on what you guys should focus on for either progression or things to guide you through the story acts so that you are able to have a smoother sailing way to the late game content, whereby it's honestly a lot more fun for me personally, because the early game, the story acts is too freaking easy. So very boring. If you are not someone that plays a game for the story, or even if you are not that enticed by the story, you might be feeling like you should uninstall the game because the gameplay sucks, because it doesn't challenge you. But in fact, I think in the late game, it turned my opinion, like perspective, 180 degrees, whereby I feel that this game's gameplay is actually great. It's just that the game isn't that well made in the early game, difficulty wise, which made it a little bit too simple. So the first thing I will talk about is to definitely complete the task. So you can see over here, I'm completing until Act 5, 7/8. So this is a good guideline on what you should do in the game, and especially since it gives you a lot of this experience that you do definitely need. The goal itself, you don't need that much, but the experience, anything that gives experience is absolutely important for progression. It is a bottleneck for sure. And also you can notice that it gives you draws, it gives you some other stuff, especially the materials, right, which allows you to progress using or ascending your insight, so that you are able to go to the higher breakpoints. You are able to reset your levels to level 1 so you can level them up again. These are all very important, leveling up your insight. So materials is the ultimate bottleneck alongside experience, so definitely focus on those. And also you will notice that if you were to click on the task, right, there should have been a couple characters that they are actually refunding the materials for you, and those characters are all over here. There are Lenani, there is Soneto, there is Apple, as well as Eagle. So these 4 units are the one that they will refund you up to Insight 1. So even if you are not re-rolling and you need a character, right, definitely focus on raising these 4 units and then using them in your teams. You should be able to really cruise through story arcs. It is not that difficult. So bar some boss stages, right, outside of that, it's very easy. So definitely focus on these units out to Insight 1, and after that, if you don't wish to invest in them, just leave them in Insight 1. So for now, I don't really need Soneto. I'm currently thinking about my Limbo team already, and it doesn't seem like Soneto has a place there. So regardless, it depends on what you want to raise. Soneto also get free copies up to max portrait, so if you want to do that, you can definitely focus on Soneto. Very good support unit for sure. Now the next thing that you guys want to do, maybe you guys have already done it, is to enter the exchange codes. There are currently 2 exchange codes, including one LD player free gift that I've also collected, but when I saw it, it was left with 500. I'm not sure if it has already been collected, but I'll link it in the description below. If it's not yet done, you can go and collect it for yourself. So the 2 codes right now are enter the show. So this is the first one. Then the second one is going to be 1999 gift, if I'm not wrong. So 1999 gift or gift 1999. So either one of those, yeah, I think this is correct. So pack claim. So this is going to give you a lot of experience. I think 1999 in particular give you 19,000 EXP. That is more than a couple levels. Next thing I want to talk about is going to be the wilderness. So once you unlock the wilderness, a lot of people would tell you, hey, wilderness very important, you should just click the wilderness, expand the wilderness, right? They only tell you this, but what I'm going to tell you is one step further, because of the currency that you might not have noticed that you have, and that is going to be your wilderness seashell on the seashell. Okay, so seashells very important. Okay, you need seashells to purchase all these islands, and you can see I've purchased 2 islands, okay, but I only purchased the most expensive ones, and I'm going to explain to you guys why that is the case. A lot of people will tell you just buy anything, right? But that is not the case, because in the long run, you are not going to have enough space. If you go to the wilderness and you edit your wilderness, there is actually an island limit. I only have 100 slots over here, and in the long run, you have more islands than you have slots. So you really want to focus on buying those with higher rarity. So as you can see here, current set of islands that we have and the current set of buildings, these 2 are the highest rarity, so I bought these 2. The rest I'm probably going to save my seashells. If you want to buy it, I wouldn't say you can't, but try to avoid buying like the lower rarity ones, whereby it's the cheapest. Those are going to definitely be replaced in the future with event islands, whereby it's higher rarity. It's going to provide you better bonuses. And of course, alongside upgrading your wilderness, you are going to be able to have this passive income increase. It's going to be a percentage boost, and the islands is what places a most important thing, right, in it. So as a start, just buy those islands that are higher rarity, and also just focus on placing all of your islands. You wouldn't face a issue when you push the story arcs with the island slots. Eventually you will have to do some optimizing, but you can see, right, this is a piece of shit. I just put anything that I have and call it a day, okay, for now. In most games where there are towns, I don't really decorate it, but if you are someone different, you can spend some time. But generally, just purchase and also maxed out all the slots. That is very simple for Wilderness. Moving on, the next thing that I'm going to touch on is going to be this pneuma analysis. So this is actually very important because it deals with you being able to upgrade those side cubes that you have. And honestly, you get 2 free tries a day, but I wouldn't recommend like going above and beyond to spending your stamina on this pneuma analysis unless you are a whale, right? Because the side cubes in the early game, right, are actually not important at all. You can see that what side cubes I have, right? If I go into my side cube section, I click this, I go to side cubes, okay? You can see this is my side cube and these are the rest of my side cubes. I have 2 level 15 and the rest are all level 1. In fact, if I could don't level this, right, I will also choose not to level it. The only reason I leveled one of those is because there is a need for the quest perspective for you to level up the side cubes. If you are playing and you are very casual, right? You're playing on every day you play a couple hours and then you slowly progress through the story acts, you're going to notice even you don't even have to upgrade those suboptimal side cubes. I wouldn't even recommend you guys to upgrade any side cubes below 5-star. In fact, some of the 5-star side cubes also not that good. Only one of those is pretty decent. But of course, without a choice, I have to progress, I have to clear, right? So I have to upgrade those. But don't go beyond just clearing the quest and wait for this 5th day one whereby you are able to select a free 6-star side cube, and this is when you start upgrading. So very important, definitely you have to do this 2 times a day, but I wouldn't suggest you guys to spend stamina on it, but make sure you clear it before reset. If you just start the game, you should still be able to clear it after you clear like maybe Act 2. I think you should have the levels. Even Act 1 plus, you try a bit harder, you should be able to clear, right? So 2 times a day, try to clear this and you should be good to go. Now the last thing on my list also have to do with resource management. This is about this 3 farms over here. So EXP, coins, as well as the Wilderness currency. So which one should you farm? I truly believe that the coin one is not a bottleneck, so I only farm it for first clear for the quest itself. I don't even spend additional ones. You can see I don't farm this if I don't need to, but I'm probably need to farm it for the Sonatas Act. So only first clear, don't farm repeat. There is no need for it, not a bottleneck. EXP or Harvest Prime. If you're more of an AFK player, you don't really play that much each day, I would suggest going more for Harvest Prime, upgrading all the Wilderness stuff, right? Because you can see over here, you will be able to upgrade the farms respectively with this material that you are able to farm. If they would stop collecting this 2%, I would really appreciate it. So over here, you can upgrade and you need these materials to upgrade it, and it will increase the capacity as well as your creation rate. So basically it just means that the more you AFK, right, then the more this should be prioritized over farming the EXP, because the EXP is going to be able to give you the best rewards in the short run or in the short term. So that is why you want to focus on that. And of course there are different difficulties, but to be very honest, if you just take a look at the differences, you might see that, oh, this is 4.2k, so I shouldn't farm this that much until I go to maybe stage 5 whereby it's 10k. But honestly, look at the difference. This is 22 stamina and this is 12 stamina. So if you times 2, it is roughly the same. Okay, there are differences, but nothing to fret yourself about. If you want to min-max, you want to optimize, then of course try to push as far as possible without farming all this, but don't need to stress yourself over that if you're not looking to absolutely min-max. And before I end off this video, I'd just like to give a special mention to this activity over here, which is the after class exercise. Personally, I don't think that this is absolutely key to progression, but it is a good way to break off the monotony if you have rerolled a god tier start and story mode is way too easy for you. If you're a bot, try out this. You can get all the raindrops so that clear drops so that you are able to draw a couple more times, and also you can unlock Grand Orchestra. Grand Orchestra over here basically just means that you are able to use a different skill for your Muxi. So instead of like the creating a random card that can mix and match with every single card to upgrade it, you are able to generate a 2-star card. So different way of playing. Maybe this will make the game more interesting for you, and of course along the way you're going to get some good rewards. So this is also good for training your understanding of the combat and what are the limits of combat in Reverse 1999. Now of course, if at this point you're watching this video but you haven't started Reverse 1999 and you're looking to get a better start, definitely check out this video where I touch on how you can reroll to get your perfect start. I'll see you guys over there. This is Corky Gachas, signing off.